When I last left off with Truckstang 3, I was still stuck with the core problem of the seats being higher than they really needed to be compared to the old Mustang. Now, while this is not a problem with the passenger side because, well, the passenger can just stretch out and sit back and do whatever they want, the driver, as you can see, has the problem of the steering wheel being right up against the legs because the seat is higher. Now, I did a little research and even picked up a aftermarket racing seat used just to trial and error whether I could actually put aftermarket seats in here in place of the other seats. And I found that most seats are still going to put me at a level that's comparable to where I'm at now with the regular seats. Now, the only other option would be me spending some serious money and getting a pair of aluminum racing seats that would almost have me sitting on the floor for all intents and purposes. Now, I'm not ready to spend a few $100s for a single seat, so the only other option, which is also not a viable option, is hacking up the floor, which would compromise the structural integrity of said floor, so we're not doing that either. But the other option that I had to allow me to be able to get in and out of this thing without a lot of effort is replacing this steering wheel with a detachable steering wheel. So at least I could pull the wheel off and then be able to swing out, get out, or swing in, get in, and then snap the wheel back in so I could be able to drive. And at the same time, have a wheel that's just a little bit narrower in diameter than our stock Mustang wheel. After doing some research and even soliciting help from ChatGPT regarding the subject of adding a detachable steering wheel setup to this particular car, I had two options. One was going to be to actually permanently modify the steering column with weld-on pieces that would be, well, they're universal pieces, but welding them on would pretty much render the steering column useless as far as ever going back to the original wheel or whatever. But rather than do that type of modification, I dug deeper and found that there were car-specific components out there that would allow me to add a detachable steering wheel to this thing. Now, eBay ended up winning the fight on who would actually have the cheapest stuff between eBay and Amazon, and I ended up grabbing a batch of parts right here. First part I have here, a set of parts actually, is the hub that is made specifically for vintage Mustangs and similar cars because it has a splined hub and all to be able to substitute the original steering wheel for this component right here. Then we have the actual detaching portion, the two-piece portion that has a little button on there and it rotates and pops out. This piece right here will be what attaches to our steering wheel, which is aftermarket, of course. And at least I picked a wheel that was as close as possible to the original wheel as far as the wood grainy type of material and the center spoke portion. It's very close. So with all these parts in here and absolutely no instructions on installing it, that's what you get when you buy cheap stuff, I'll be figuring this stuff out as I go along. But barring all that, the first thing I got to do is remove the steering column, which is a simple matter of using a wheel puller, pulling off the nut, and attaching a wheel puller and snapping the wheel off. Quick and simple. On our hub assembly, we have three pieces here. This piece here, which would actually go behind all this here, is not going to be used because when I tried to test fit everything, this was actually keeping this whole section from seating flush against the steering column, where when it sits on the spline, it would actually have it up about maybe half an inch or so. So we're going to omit that. But as far as this, it's just a simple matter of taking this, putting this on here. There's three screws right here that'll go in here to hold these two pieces together. Once that's done, I could then put the hub onto the steering column. Okay, we have our hub in place, and I don't have the nut locked all the way down yet because I didn't know if I might need to pull this off again while I fit the other components. But looking at our other components, we have the piece that would actually bolt to the hub and the piece that actually locks in place in here that the steering wheel would be attached to. Now, all this hardware was made with the intent of installing on a steering column that might still have turn signal cam and horn wiring and all that in place. We don't have that, so we're actually at an advantage there, because all this stuff in the center, from the way it looks, it's got to come out, because obviously with our hub right here and this ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to pop this center cap out that has the little terminal and garbage in there, so I could then go ahead and bolt this down all the way sans center cap. As is the problem when you buy aftermarket stuff, whether it's cheap or otherwise, sometimes certain components, even though they say they're supposed to fit or are compatible, can sometimes be a little bit off. And that's the case with our hub and our two-piece removable steering wheel hub setup. The bolt pattern is just a teeny bit off as far as mounting to this thing. And what that's going to mean is I'm going to have to do a little reaming out of these holes, because even this hole right here by my index finger is not quite the spec to accommodate these round head bolts that came with the kit. So this means a little improvisation, a little modification. The unfortunate circumstance of buying cheap shit. With the holes slightly reamed out to give a little bit of play with the bolts, I can now get our removable wheel hub centered with the stationary hub on the steering column and get the bolts started enough all the way around to where I could go ahead and snug them down in a crisscross pattern, locking everything down nicely. Just like on the first piece of this set that we put on the steering column, the center cap has to come out because, well, we still have the shaft on the steering column that is in the way, and obviously we can't remove that. But as for the center cap in this piece, this doesn't just snap out with a screwdriver. There's a snap ring in there holding the thing in position, so once I get the snap ring out, the cap should come out completely. Another thing that I'm going to have to modify is the horn button that came with the steering wheel. Now this piece right here is supposed to go on the outside of the steering wheel, and this is supposed to go on the inside where it's sandwiched between the steering wheel and this piece. But our detachable piece of the two-piece hub right here is too narrow to accommodate this horn button centerpiece right here. So what that means is I'm going to have to pretty much remove this whole assembly and just keep this outer ring that has the button in there, so I could be able to put all this together and still have the center cap that'll cover up our bolt on the steering column. With the horn button modified, I can now lock down the second part to the detachable hub assembly to the steering wheel. With everything now together on the steering wheel, I could test fit the steering wheel to the steering column. Simple matter of just pressing down the steering wheel and twisting the lock ring to lock the steering wheel in place, confirming that I could turn the wheel and the wheel won't come off in my hand. And then when I want to remove the steering wheel, just a simple matter of hitting the button, twisting the ring, and popping the steering wheel off. Quick and simple. And with that, I now have a detachable steering wheel and the ability to quickly get in the car and put the wheel in and lock it down. I can drive now with more comfort because this is a smaller steering wheel, so the wheel is not rubbing up against my legs where I can't move around comfortably. When I'm ready to get out, turn the ring, pop the wheel off, and get out. And with that, the problem that I had with the high-sitting driver's seat putting me up against the bottom of the steering wheel has been temporarily addressed. I can now comfortably get in and out of the car, as well as comfortably drive the car because my legs are no longer pushing up against the bottom of the steering wheel. So with that, I'm going to leave it off here, and until the next time, you know what to do. Hit the like button. Likes are free. Hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already. Hit the notifications so you can be kept up to date on more projects and updates on this car, as well as any other stuff we decide to work on, because of course there will be more that I'll probably have to do to this thing to make it even better. I will still probably be looking at the seats at some point in the future. So again, stay tuned for all that. Check out TikTok, Facebook, website, all that good stuff. And until then, I will catch you later. I am out.